I know in our last recording, I was sort of stuck on the meaning of the turnip. Like what exactly is it meant to symbolize, and um, what is it doing in the story? And it occurred to me. So my parents, I was telling my folks that I'd been on this podcast. And I was like, "Oh, what did you talk about?" And I was like, "Oh, this fairy tale." And they were like, "Tell us about it." So I was like, "Okay,
That's
I'll
great.
I'll do it again." Um, and then telling them about it, I realized that the with the turnip you have this symbol of something round, and kind of whole, which from a Jungian perspective at least, the symbol of the self, sort of the completeness, or the comparable to like a mandala in Buddhism. It's sort of
Right.
a all encompassing kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's a turnip, I think, brings up, it's buried in the ground, it's in the darkness, it's sort of underground. And so our prince, who's trying to find the turnip to put the nail in, to sort of join the nail with the turnip, um, it's sort of his lost sense of wholeness, his lost sense of self. Um, and he struggles to find it. He struggles to find it, and then once he breaks the branch off of the bush, which hopefully people have listened to the first version, because I'm not going to go into the whole fairy tale again. But he breaks the thorn branch off the bush, and and then he finds a turnip like right in front of him. So he's gotten a hold of his wound or his trauma or whatever, the thorny bushes, and he joins that with this uncovered complete self. So this fractured part of himself joins in with the whole of himself, and then I think he immediately passes out, if I remember correctly, as he seems to do. Um, um, and when he wakes up, the turnip has become a bowl, so it's opened. It's no longer round, right? It's a half, and the inside is hollow. So there's a sense of the innards revealed of the self, the turnip self that has grown in the darkness. And in that, this was a part that really was a light bulb for me. I was like, in that bowl is the impression of the beautiful maiden princess, anima figure, the lost part of the prince. And all of a sudden, he, like, on a psychological level, it's communicating the he he understands the lack in his soul. He under
Yeah.
like he has a place for the thing that he's longing for. The longing that would have driven him out of the castle, the sense of being lost,
Yeah.
wandering in the forest, ending up in the cave with this hideous woman that he rejects, who loves him.
Yeah.
He finds in himself the place from which this alienated part, the feminine, the body, the emotions, whatever. I mean, it's a fairy tale, so you could put whatever label you want on it.
Yeah.
But this part of himself that loves him and is coming towards him and that he keeps rejecting, he finds it within the whole of the turnip. And so that's sort of the aha moment for the prince of, like, oh, I have a place in me where this thing that I thought was lost belongs.
Yeah.
It's like a nest, or like a homecoming for this thing. And he immediately runs off and is able to find the cave, and the cave is abandoned. But then the old woman and the bear show up right there when he needs them. And it just kind of brings the whole thing together, which I think is why she's even called the Turnip Princess, right? That's the whole name of the story. So yeah, I was really excited to see that. I guess to have that kind of reveal itself to me, because I certainly, when we talked about it last time, I certainly was lost on what the turnip was, and then once the pieces kind of fell into place, it became like the center point of the whole story.